and I will be the host for your today's event, that is Qwiklabs Kickstarter. Swing your queries on the cloud that won't blow away. Before moving ahead, I know you all might have faced many ups and downs during 30 days of Google Cloud registration. I sincerely appreciate your patience for the same. Many people were able to register, so congratulations, guys. And those who weren't able to, I would say don't lose hope. We have planned many such events ahead. So let's move towards the agenda of the event. As you can see on PPT, firstly, you'll get to know the syllabus, which labs to do and paths to follow to earn exciting goodies from Google Cloud, along with the instructions to complete the tracks. Next, you'll get hands-on experience in labs. Solve labs along with us and start your journey to reach the world of clouds. Lastly, we'll be having Q&A session to solve your doubts if you have any. So buckle up your seatbelts and without any further delay, let's get started. I request Mihir, our finance core, to continue with the session.
Thank you, Pratiksha. Hello, guys. I'm Mihir Pankhawala, one of the finance course at Gdsc Mescoe. Uh, is my screen visible? Just acknowledge with a thumbs up.
It's visible here.
Yeah. So, today I'm here to walk you through the syllabus of 30 Days of Google Cloud Program 2021. So basically, as you can see on the screen, there are three major parts: tracks, quests, and labs. There are two tracks. Track one is cloud engineering track, and second is track data science and machine learning track. Each track contains 6 quests. So track one contains 6 and track two contains 6. So there are total 12 quests in all, and each quest contains around 5 to 6 labs plus one challenge lab. So there are approximately 42 labs for track 1 and 42 labs for track 2. When you open any one of the lab, you will find that in the beginning of the lab there is overview of the lab along with the guiding steps. You just need to read them carefully and follow them. And yes, you are done. Isn't that easy? Yes, of course it is. So now you might be thinking what exactly the challenge lab is. So for normal labs, the steps are mentioned and like how you have to follow how the guiding steps are there. So but for challenge labs, there are no guiding steps. You have to do it on your own. You might need the knowledge from the previous labs. So you can revisit the previous labs, implement the knowledge from the previous labs, and perform the challenge lab. Once the challenge lab is completed, you will receive some awesome badges, which you can keep it with yourself as a token of success. Now I will guide you through the website. That's it for the labs and tracks. Now here comes the most interesting part of the session, that is the swags. When you need to complete either one of the two tracks to be eligible to get swags. When you complete either track one or track two, you are eligible to win awesome swags like the Google branded t-shirts and some awesome stickers. When you complete both the tracks, you are eligible to win all the four swags that you are seeing on the screen. That is a Google branded t-shirt, a Google branded sack, water bottle, and some awesome stickers. So isn't it cool, guys? Now, now that's it for the syllabus. Now I would request our Google Cloud facilitator Hritvikk to continue with the session and give a hands-on practice and how to perform labs. Over to you, Hritvikk.
Thanks, Mihir. Hey guys, this is Hritvikk Gupta, technical core at Gdsc Mescoe, and also the cloud facilitator for this 30 days of Google Cloud. So before starting, let's quickly check your adrenaline level, guys. Are you excited for this session? Spam the chat box. Great, great. Okay, so as Mihir already told you about the website, I'll quickly recap what he said. So in the program syllabus, you will see that there are 2 tracks and there are 6 quests in each track. Okay, so what do you have to do is just complete all these quests and then you'll be eligible to win these prizes. Either you have to complete track 1 or track 2 to get the school t-shirt along with stickers, And if you complete both the tracks, you win the school t-shirt along with Google bag and a handy water bottle. And of course, you get stickers too. So yeah, it's here it is written either track 1 or track 2, but it is suggested that you first begin with track 1 only. If the case is that you're already all your basics are clear, then you can go with track 2 directly. All right, so right now I have logged in with my account, which is registered for the 30 days of Google Cloud. And guys, please don't judge me with this name, Cross Value Gamer. I like CS more. Anyway, so if you guys want to do hands-on lab with us, along with us, you can just log in through your account in incognito mode. I'll give you 2 minutes for that. Until then, let me quickly open the program syllabus. And here I'll go on skill badge 1. Okay, so these are the things in this skill badge. Right now, I haven't logged in Qwiklabs, so I'll just sign in with Google. All right, so as you can see, I already have a monthly pass. Every one of you would already have monthly pass too. And this lab, a tour of Qwiklabs and Google Cloud, we have already done it in the to avail the monthly pass. So I'm sure everyone has a green tick here. What do you have to do is that you have to get all these green ticks. Okay, and including the challenge lab. So as you can see here, there's an optional lab. Here, see, it's written or. So to get this green tick, either you have to do this one or this one. Okay, and at the end of the quest, there's something called as a challenge lab. So when you complete for this lab, all the instructions, what do you have to do is given, but how do you have to do is not given. So for that, you have to use the previous knowledge that you gained in these previous labs. And for the rest of all labs, all the things are given in the lab only. You just have to follow that. So I hope all of you are ready and have logged in, those who want to do along with us. If anybody wants me to wait like 2 minutes, you can put it in the chat box right now. Okay, I guess everyone is ready. So I'll quickly start with this lab. So before starting with the lab, let me tell you some basics. Okay, so if you don't know what you're going to do in this lab, and here it's written like creating a virtual machine. So if you even don't know that what is a virtual machine, you can click on this video given by the Google team only, and then you'll be redirected to a YouTube video. You can watch this video and you'll get a good brief idea about what is virtual machine and all. Other thing is that this is the code, like this ID is for this specific lab, and this is unique for each lab. So GSP 001 stands for this lab only. So if I go to qwiklabs.com and search this ID, I'll be redirected to this page. Okay, now the next thing is that this is the timer. You have got 40 minutes to complete this lab. So if 40 minutes are given, approximately you will be done in like around 10 to 15 minutes. So more than enough time is given to you all. And yeah, read while you are doing. That way only you will gain knowledge. If you just copy paste the commands given here, then you won't learn anything. Okay, this yellow section here shows the points that you have to do. So there are a total of 100 points in you have to get 100 out of 100 points in order to complete that lab. Okay, so even if you get like 80 or 90 points, then you'll have to do the lab all over again in order to complete that lab. Okay, next thing is setup. So this setup section is common for all the labs. So in the starting, you might like take 1 or 2 minutes to do the setup thing, but later on you'll just complete it in 30 seconds. Okay, so let me start with the lab. First, we have to do a capture. Okay, so here, as I said in the introduction session, each lab cost 1 credit, that is $1. But as you have monthly pass, you have to use your subscriptions. Another doubt was raised by many people that why do we have to do it in the incognito window? So the thing is, when you are using the Google Cloud Console, everything is paid. But as you have monthly pass here, you are getting it for free. So by chance, if you log in from your own personal accounts, you will be charged for that. Also, all the resources are deleted when we end this lab. So you don't want the want to store like the sachet. Okay. So right now I'm just logging in. Okay, so what I like to do is that I have switched this into like 2 different tabs. And then I use the shortcut key Alt plus tab to switch between those tabs, as you have to like very frequently switch between these two. Another approach is like what many people do is that they use split screen. So they scale the windows to half the size and keep it in parallel. You can use whichever approach you want. Okay, so as you can see, we had to read this instruction before we started the lab. Okay, we clicked on Start Lab. We opened the Google Cloud Console. We clicked on Sign In also. All these steps are done. Next is we have to activate our Cloud Shell. What is Cloud Shell? Like in Windows or Linux, you have command line prompt. Similarly, when you are like using Google Cloud platform, we are basically using a virtual machine only. So for that virtual machine, the command line prompt is Cloud Shell. So this is the Google Cloud platform. These are all the services that Google GCP offers. You will use almost all of these in 30 days. Okay, so most of these are covered. I'll quickly click here, as I said here. Everything is given here, just have to read here. And these steps are common for each lab. Until here, everything will be common for each lab, okay? So right now our Cloud Shell has opened successfully, but sometimes what happens is that due to heavy traffic, this Cloud Shell takes a lot of time to load, and then you get error like try sometime later. Along with that, you also get an option like use ephemeral mode. So you can use that too, and you will be able to do your labs. One more thing which I wanted to mention is that right now my like all the credentials like I got it very quickly, but sometimes it happens due to heavy traffic that it might take 5 or 10 minutes for that too. So don't get worried about all these things. So first we have to authenticate our project. So here, what do we have to do is Google G Cloud auth list. So I'll just paste it here. And I have authorized my project. Now, next is that I want to list my project. So directly you can copy the commands from here, or you can use the normal Control C, which you use. So we are listing our project so that Qwiklabs can track our progress. Okay. So now let's read some theory. So they are telling us about regions and zones. So they are basically telling us what are the different zones here. So in the central US, we have your central one A, B, C, F. Similarly in Eastern Asia. Okay, all right. So while you are doing all these things, you can read these and see your documentation is also given. So I highly suggest you that you read documentation also while you are doing the labs. So this is the task one which we have to do. So what do we have to do is we have to create a new instance. Okay, so I'll just follow all the steps given here. In the Cloud Console, on the navigation menu, we have to click on Compute Engine and then VM instances. So this is the navigation menu. As I hover here, you can see it's written. Okay, now what do we have to do is go on Compute Engine and then VM instances. Right. So as they have said, it can take a minute to initialize it for the first time. So we'll keep some patience. Okay, so it's ready. Now we have to click on Create Instance. Are you guys following? Just put in the chat box, guys, if you are following or not, or you can like put a thumbs up too. Also, guys, if you have any doubts, Pratiksha, just let me know if anyone has any doubts. Okay, because I'm not opening the chat box right now. All right, so I'll just do this. So in the instance name, they have told us GC lab. All these parameters are already given here. We have to just use these. Region, they have said US Central 1 LOA. Okay, so it's already selected, and US Central 1 F is the zone. So right now defaults are perfectly fine, but like if it was this, we could change it like this. Next is the series. So name of series, they have told us N1. So this is the like machine type. This is the lowest. See, as you can see, this the monthly estimate. So as I said, all these things are paid, and it is highly advised that you use only those things that are given in your lab, because if you use more costlier things, then actually the Google Cloud Console is assigning you those resources. So your account will get basically banned if you use the resources more than return here. Okay, now the next thing is machine type V2. Okay. Next is boot disk. They have told us Debian, Linux, 10. Okay, it's right. If it wasn't right, we could change from here. We could select Windows, Ubuntu, something. They have told us that we have to allow HTTP traffic. So yeah, here. So why do we have to allow that? It's also written here. It is written that in order to access a web server that you'll install later. Okay, and they have also given the port on which it will be installed. Okay, next they have told us to click on create. You can also double check all the parameters that you entered. What they are saying is that it should take about a minute. So we'll wait for a minute. Till then we'll just check out what do we have to do next. So they have told us that we have to use SSH to connect to the virtual machine and click on SSH. Okay. All right. And next we can see also this documentation. Okay, so the instance is still being created. And in the next task, see here, I've already done 1/5 of the task, first task. So it means we are going in the right direction. All right, so this is done. As you can see, we have got a similar output here as it was shown here. Okay, now they had told us to click on SSH, and then they say that another window would be opened. Just clicking on SSH. Okay, so we have connected to our virtual machine using SSH. Next we have to do is we have to install NGINX web server in it. So first we need to get the root access. So for that the command is sudo su. So I'll just paste this command. So as you can see from the student, we have got the root access. And from the root, we have to update our OS. So every time you use a new SSH, just use this command apt get update to update our OS. So as they have shown here, get one, this would be like the expected output. So yeah, it's similar. That means we are in the right direction only. Next, we have to install NGINX. Okay, so our expected output is also similar, and the command is in execution. All right, so when you see this root at the GC lab or whichever path you are in, that means the command has been executed. Don't stop the commands in between using if it has lagged, you can use Control-C to stop that command. But usually it takes a lot of time for some commands to complete. So don't worry about that. Okay, we had done this. Now we'll have to confirm if it is running or not. Okay, so yeah, everything is done, I think. Okay, now what they have told us is to return to the cloud console and click on external IP. So I'll return to the cloud console and click on external IP. And the output should be like this, which is exactly what we have got. So I think our first task is completed. We have to check our progress using this.
Hritvikk, there are
Yeah.
questions in chat box from
Yeah.
Omkar. From Omkar, he got an error that he do not have sufficient permission to for labs.
To what? Sorry, I could not hear after the word
To
to.
lab.
Did you use the use subscription option? And did you log in through that account only which you have used? Which you have registered?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
typed in chat box.
Just what we can do is we can take your error in the Discord later, or what do you say, Vaibhav? Okay, I'll do this thing and after that we'll take your doubt. Right, what is the other doubt, Pratiksha?
So next out is from Shushti. She is saying that I have passed 2 labs and can see them in activity, but I didn't get a green mark on the catalog page. How should I proceed?
So you're what you're telling is that you have done these labs. Okay, so first of all, check that if you have enrolled in the quest. Here, there's an option to enroll in the quest, and then just you have to click on this button. Okay. Even after this, if it is not like showing green text, ping us on Discord after the session, and we'll get it sorted. Okay. So any other doubts, Pratiksha?
No, you can proceed.
All right, thank you. So yeah, we had completed with the first task. Next, what they are telling us to do is task 3, which is create a new instance with Gcloud. So right now we used like the UI to create the instance, right? So as I said, using CMD also we can do all of these things. So we can check out this command Gcloud compute instances create GCE lab 2. I'll just show you the parameters we used earlier. See, name was GCE lab, then next is region, zone, series. So if you see this command also now, everything would be similar. Gcloud, then as we are using Gcloud command line, and compute engine, compute instances, as we are creating a compute engine instance, then create is the command to create, and the lab of the name of the instance is GCE lab 2. Machine type and zone and all is all also specified. So when you reach a stage like you have used all these many times and you don't want to, like experts usually don't want to use the UI. So they directly use this Cloud Shell to create this. So similarly, again, it will take a minute or so to complete this. Okay, so as you can see, our external IP is also here. So I believe our instance would be created. Okay, let me check the progress thing. Great, so we have got 100 out of 100 progress. Now next, if you want to like dive further into Google Cloud, you can do all these commands also. Okay, before that, I'll just reload it and show you that another instance would be created. Okay, so you can do all these two. See, 2 instances are created. The other one's name is GCE Lab 2 as we specified, and both have different external IPs. Also, one thing to be noted is that your GCP project ID is unique for each project. And like if there is some option where you put a unique code and you are not like getting any unique, you can use this directly. Okay, so this is the question I want you all to answer in the chat box. So what are they asking is through which of the following ways can you create a VM instance with compute engine? So the Gcloud command line tool, which is Cloud Shell, and option is the Cloud Console, which is the UI. So guys, this is a multiple select option. So what do you think would be the answer? A, B, or both? Guys, answer, or isn't this clear? All right, so many guys have answered. So in the first task, we used the Cloud Console, which was UI. And in the second task, we used the Google Cloud command line tool, which is Cloud Shell. So right, guys, you all have answered correctly. So as you can see, there's a congratulations here that we have completed the lab. And before like ending the lab, you need to check whether you have got 100 out of 100 points here or not. Because if you end the lab once, all the resources would be deleted and you'll have to do all those things again. So before ending the lab, I'll click here. Okay. So our lab is done. So as you can see here, there's no tick. If I just reload this, see, we have got another green tick here. So for this green tick, we either could do these or this, or you can do both of them also if you want to learn more. All right. So right now we have just done one lab. When you complete 6 such labs and later on a challenge lab 2, you complete a quest. and after completing each quest, you get a skill badge. These skill badges have a lot of value when it comes to cloud engineers. So it is suggested that you can like all of them, not only for swags, but for later help in your career and resumes also. And when you complete each tracks, you like for after completing 6 such labs, quest, you are eligible to win swags. Okay, guys. Still, if you guys have any doubts, you can ask right now. Right now, I'm done from my side. Pratiksha, over to you.
So it's Q&A session now. So you can ask your doubts in the chat box or you can even unmute yourself. Do ask doubts, guys.
Okay, so Tejas, your doubt is it necessary to complete all labs at once we started? Yeah, so about that, see, when you click on start lab, you have got like if in the first attempt you are not able to do it, then you have 5 attempts to complete that lab. And after that, your quota gets exhausted. Even after that, if you need 2 more attempts, you have to mail the Qwiklabs support alias. Okay. I guess I answered your question. Uh, Param, we are not going to take all the labs one by one because it would be like everyone is not free at the same time and it would take a lot of time too. But while doing labs, if you have any doubts, you can like ping us on Discord saying like tagging course at the red course and we'll be there to help you. Okay, so what if due to some technical reasons we run out of time? So as I said, you have got 5 attempts. So make sure that in the other attempts you complete it within the given time. But like if 1 hour is assigned, mostly the lab will get completed in like 20 minutes only. Here also 40 minutes were given and I was explaining you all too. Then too I completed in like 15 minutes. Any other doubts, guys? You can even unmute yourself. Yeah, but do you have any doubt?
So the
Yeah, Tejas.
question is what
Yeah, yeah.
if we do something wrong and we end up the labs and start then there will be any issue or not?
And we end up, yeah, so just the thing is that you will have to do it all over again. And to answer Tejas' question is that, yeah, we have 5 attempts for each lab. And after that also you can get 2 attempts. You just have to mail Qwiklabs support.
And also, I would like to mention that sometimes Qwiklabs gives you warnings, so don't exceed that, or else you will end up getting banned for I guess 2-3 days.
Okay, so Gautam asks, is it necessary that we need to have knowledge about SQL? Okay, so no knowledge is required. And all the documentations about the things they are using is given in the lab only. So you just have to read the documentation. Okay. They have clearly given everything in that. Another question, what if we do labs in marathon way? Like back to back, and then the labs get completed in 15 to 20 days. Is that okay? Yeah, you can complete the labs whenever you want, but if you are doing it in like a marathon way, you won't learn anything. Okay. So at the end, if you are just doing it for swags, I would suggest that change your mindset and do it for learning purpose. Okay, so the process for collecting the prizes is that after the campaign has ended, that is 27th of October, like we'll have to verify and we'll have to check what all you have done. That is already in the back end, and then you will get a mail. That a mail would be unique to every one of you, and in that you have to just put your address and t-shirt sizes. Okay, so you'll get a specific link and mail for that. Okay, Rituja is asking after completing 2 labs. There's a echo from your side, I think.
Hello.
Yeah, Parv, go ahead. What is it about?
Actually, sir, I'm talking about my credits. Like, I didn't get any credits till now. It's like 3 or 4 days right now, and I didn't get any kind of monthly subscription as well.
And you followed all those steps correctly.
Yeah, and I followed it again as well.
Okay, just come to Discord after this session. All right. You have the Discord link, right?
Yeah, I'm been in a Discord. Otherwise, can you please provide that or put that in our description box of WhatsApp
Yeah,
group?
the next, Pratiksha, can we go to the next slide? I guess all the links are given there only. Yeah, just scan this URL. Oh, sorry, this QR code, and you'll get the links.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Rutuja's doubt was that after completing 2 labs, if I enroll, then will I get the green ticks? Yeah. Just the thing is that you have to complete all these labs in the campaign timing, which was like from when you received that mail. Okay, so if you have done any labs before that, that progress won't be tracked. Address, Amit's question is about address. So address would be your house only. Okay, it'll get delivered to your house free of cost. Okay, Akshay, you to come to Discord. I guess quite a few people are facing the same query. They are not getting green text. Okay, Akshay's right. Any other doubts, guys?
Is there any significant difference between the 2 labs that are an option which you showed just now?
So one was for like Windows and the other one was for Linux. Almost all the things are just same, but like when you're actually, if you're a cloud engineer, you need to know both, right? You need to consider all scenarios. That's why they are almost similar, but there are surely some differences too. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Hello, Hritvikk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a doubt. After completing the first track, do we get more 30 days to complete another track, or we have to just do both the tracks in 30 days?
No. That is, I think that's just a typo in that mail where it is written that you to avail one more 30 months thing or 30 days thing. You just have 30 days. So about that, the GCP team hasn't informed that you will get another 30 days. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Hritvikk,
Okay.
Anam has asked how to use ephemeral mode.
Okay, so for the
Dipam.
ephemeral mode now, it is you will only get the option for that if the Cloud Shell is not working. So after the Cloud Shell is not working, you get an option there, and you just have to click on enable ephemeral mode, and then you will work normally only. In fact, we have created a tutorial too, and while I was creating that, like shooting that video, Cloud Shell wasn't working, so I have used ephemeral only in that. So probably it will be shared by today or tomorrow, so you can check out that video. Okay, for challenge tab, what if we give wrong answers? Okay, so probably all the things are easy. There you can like always get back to the previous labs. And if then too you're not able to complete, you can ping us on Discord. And also for that also you have 5 attempts, so there should be no problem. Yeah, Pushkar, that's what I was saying. Like if you don't click on enroll, you won't be shown green ticks. What about subscription? Does it affect credit? No, it doesn't affect. Just the thing is that after 5 attempts, your quota gets exhausted. So you'll have to mail GCP team. Qwiklabs support, sorry. Is there any app in which we can use these commands for practice? Okay, so the GCP console itself is there. What other app you need? I'm not getting. Like Shivam, if you can like talk directly and turn on your mic.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are Shubham.
I just wanted to ask that after the completing this course, when we will use this knowledge later. So I wanted to ask how we will practice this knowledge later.
Okay,
Okay,
so there
so
is a. I'll
yeah,
answer
Vaibhav, go
this,
ahead.
Pratik. So there are some, I guess, Google Cloud SDKs, GCP SDK. You can use that, and also you get $300 credit in your GCP account for free trials. Does that answer your question?
Okay, so Vaibhav answered it like for the learning purpose. So that's right, you will get all these things also if you want to learn more. And further, if you are doing the job as a Google Cloud engineer, you will use all these things as it is, okay? Most of the things are used, and that will get you more experience about that. All right, Shubham.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. To contact in Discord, can we DM admins? So there's no requirement to DM admins directly. You just have to tag it. There's a specific chat called 30 Days of Google Cloud, and you just have to tag us there. Surely we'll answer your questions there only. After completing the labs, you will get a certificate, and it will also state how many tracks you have completed. Okay, so not the labs. For each track, you are going to get a certificate. Okay, what was the question for challenge lab? What if we give wrong answers? Okay, so the answer was that you have got 5 attempts to do that. So in the first attempt, if you give wrong answers, you can do it again also. And if like while in the lab you're not able to get what you had done, you can always refer the previous labs. All right, Ankita. And then too, if you're not able to do, you can ping us on Discord anytime. Okay, any other questions, guys? Or some feedback that you all wanted to give?
Okay, so thank you guys. To follow us on social media handles. And now I request everyone to turn on your cameras for a pic.
Guys, we would be glad if you just turn on your cameras for a picture. Let me know, guys, when the picture has been clicked. Is it done?
Yes, done.
All right, thank you. Thank you guys for joining in, and we'll see you in our next sessions.